Michel's first appointment is with Mariana Mold-de-Piece, a highly respected cultural academic and friend of the president's wife. Mariana is convinced Michel is a reformed character.
It is on the take, Mariana.
He became aware of the destruction that is behind getting something that is beautiful but belongs to another historical context, to another culture.
Mariana's valuable connections have secured an audience with the bishop. It's the next crucial move in Michel's plan of attack.
Sure, you can.
You are incredible, and
We're a
we
team.
love you.
We are a team.
Hola, buenos días.
The team that arrives at the bishop's palace is an unlikely collection.
Bien, ¿cómo está? Sí, el señor Van Rijn.
A known art fraudster, a respected academic, a heavy with a gun, and a man from the BBC.
Sí. ¿Me sentaré yo por acá?
Michel knows that once the bishop has seen the evidence, he will be obliged to throw the full weight of the church behind the cause.
The chapel which was stolen, this is so important to get the whole chapel back, because the people of Peru, they will be able to identify themselves with a complete chapel, much easier than with a small stolen crucifix. As long as I understand that this touched the heart of Monsignor, this you know, incredible pillage.
Que le ha tocado el corazón ver esto.
Porque yo sinceramente esto ya es más cuestión policial, ¿no?
Sí, yo creo que debemos hablar con el general Murazo. He's going to call Murazo, General Murazo.
General Murazo is Peru's most senior police officer.
He's going to do it.
He's going to...
Yeah, he's going to do it. Look his face.
Yeah.
Look his face.
There's no escape for them, and also with the BBC.
Right. I mean...
With the bishop now recorded for history, I realize that this film is an essential part of Michel's plan.
Lo felicito, le agradezco, lo bendigo.
It would help if this fucking bishop would cry on television about this chapel.
Michel's assault on Rodrigo Rivera Lake is almost over. With the bishop on board, Michel now lands the chief of police.
Muy buenas noches. Le saluda el general Félix Murazo Carrillo, director general de la Policía Nacional de Perú. Acá muy contento de recibir la visita de distinguidos funcionarios cuya sensibilidad es conocida en nuestra nación por la preocupación que tienen referente al tráfico de bienes culturales en sus diferentes formas.
What did he say? Yeah, he said blah, 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 but we have tomorrow Interpol, and we have it. Colonel, very nice meeting you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
He's committed now.
Hey, la danse commence. We are in the middle now, you know. Higher we can't get. We have all the support.
Como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame culo.
What are we doing here, Michel?
What are we doing here? Don't ask me no questions. I don't tell you no lies.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow, Ben. Thank you very much. And thank you very much that you put this on record, because it was very important.
It's been a busy few days and I'm exhausted, but Michel's energy seems to know no bounds.
Hola, 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 hola. We go.
Michel van Rijn es un aventurero holandés que desde hace 20 años viaja por el mundo, infiltrándose dentro de películas.
The next day, Peruvian television are calling Michel a philanthropist, a heroic friend of Peru.
It has to be Peru who has to stand up and say, we claim this back.
Although Rivera Lake will strenuously deny that the chapel was ever stolen, Michel has satisfied himself about the success of his trip. Back in London, Lake is promptly added to the Rogues Gallery on Michel's website.
Okay.
But the police could find nothing illegal in Lake's dealings, and it happened too long ago to prosecute, even if they wanted to. So no charges. Case closed. Michel denies he holds a grudge against Lake, but it seems ironic that for all his claims to reveal the art world's dirty secrets, Michel is so hard to take at his word. Michel, how straightforward have you been during the time we've been making this film? I mean, how honest have you been?
How honest can you be?
How honest can you be?
Good question.
And what about blackmail, Michel? Is there anything in that? Michel seems upset that I'm doubting his honesty. What does that mean?
Come on.
It's the end of the filming, and it seems like a bad note to leave on. But then, a few months later, something dramatic happens. Dutch TV has the details.
Goedenavond. Vorige week is een bekende Nederlandse kunsthandelaar opgepakt in Zwitserland. Michel van Rijn.
Maar de Zwitserse politie wacht hem op als hij aankomt in Basel.
He was arrested the 31st of January.
And the Swiss police arrested him?
Yes.
And why was that?
It was for blackmail and extortion.
Alles dachten dat hij een nazaat was van...
With Michel in custody charged with blackmail and possibly facing 10 years in jail, people start coming forward to dish the dirt. And his secret Park Lane address is revealed on TV.
Mr. Michaels doesn't live here no more.
He moved?
He doesn't live here anymore. That's all I've got to say. He's moved. He does not live here.
But Michel wasn't in Switzerland for long.
Hey.
Hi. Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
And he seems none the worse for wear.
How do I look after my Swiss holiday, darling?
After 1 week in custody, the judge dropped all charges against Michel due to a lack of evidence. Michel insists he was framed. Are you worried that people might think there's no smoke without fire?
Well, you have always people, you know, if they see me saving a child from the River Thames here around the corner, there are always people say he was drowning it. Do you understand? So, fuck them.
That's the fun part. So you're going to carry on?
Of course, yeah. Do you understand? Because everybody who hates me, and there are a lot of people who have been on my hit list, you know, they opened the champagne and say, and there were stories, he's going for 10 years for whatever. So I go after them. I've been after them, but now I go after them. They've been fucking around with the wrong guy. I'm storing everything to them, including the kitchen sink.
Michel seems more defiant than ever. And after inviting me back to his new secret London address, he has one more expose to share with me.
This is absolutely world-shocking news.
And this one caps them all.
This is the biggest thing since the Bible. I mean, more controversial than this you can't find.
What is it?
This is the only known surviving Gospel of Judas, which has been suppressed 2,000 years by the Catholic Church.
It's exactly what they don't want to have published.
And I have the translation.
We are looking at Judas's words. Basically, he said Jesus Christ is a kind guy, but he is not divine.
And now I'm exposing the whole thing.
With Michel van Rijn, you never quite know what to believe. He's found the perfect place to inhabit, a world where authenticity should be everything, but things are often not what they seem.
Jesus would be turning in his grave if he would be still in it.
And he answered, namely, Allogene saying, remove yourself from me, O Satan. For it is not you I seek, but my Father. He who is more excellent than all the great Ians. For I was called by the yellow genes, because I am from a different race. Well, I think you know that by now. I'm not your race. Then he said to him, namely the one who rules the world. And that's my phone.